a show today, two shows today. So hopefully I can find you guys something that you like. Oh my god, my hair is insane. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for my moderator. I think today is Jasper to join me, and then I am going to go live on Instagram. I think Jasper just messaged me. Ooh. Ew, he's gonna be a little bit late, but it's okay. Right, so we are going to start. Hi, Saima. You know what, Saima? Thank you for saying hi. You're the first. Welcome, welcome. This morning I was just looking through my messages, right? Because I want to see if I have missed any messages for all the jewelry pieces that you guys wanted, right? So I think you wanted to see something, but I don't know if I've answered you online. So those of you who are on Instagram, hello, please join us at luxurypromise.com. I cannot see your comments here, but I'm going to just put you right here with the bags and the gems maybe, right? So there you go. Please join us now at luxurypromise.com. So Saima, is there anything that I can offer you from Japan before I go? I think you were looking for something. Was it the necklace? But anyways, ladies, so those of you who have messaged me and you want to see the gems first before you check out, I think today, right now, is going to be the last chance. We are going to make sure that you get the best deals, right? And who else is I think somebody wanted to see this the one last time before it's before checking out, right? So aquamarines, right? I have aquamarines. I have got emeralds. I have got tanzanite. You name it, I've got it. Like rubies as well. But today mainly is the last burst for our bags. So if there are any bags that you're looking for, like today, please join me. Oh no. Hi Nina, hello, it's been a while, how are you? Yes, it's a suede Birkin. Shall we start with that? Now today, with every bag purchase, thank you Saima, with every bag purchase, we're gonna have something really special. Okay, I'm going to wait for Jasper for a little while, right? But I'm going to bring you around and I'm going to start with the Birkin, okay? Right, so today with every purchase, every bag purchase, you're gonna get a gem. Like, you're gonna get a gem with the bag. Gem with the bag. Okay? Right, so I'm great, Nina. Thank you so much for asking after me. Right, so I am going to, let's take a look at the suede Birkin. Right, I have got some new ins, which I'm going to show you. That is that suede Birkin. This is the famed Grizzly. Right, this is the Grizzly Birkin. This trip, right, I saw the Grizzly Kelly to one of our lovely community members, and I'm very excited for her to have it, right, to get it and enjoy it. So this is the Birkin version, which is the 35, right, Nina? I'm not sure if this is up your alley, but big is back, like I said, and the best way to wear this kind of sloucher leather is the 35, because you want something that is a little bit more slouchy, that is a little bit more like, you know, there is give in the room, you know what I'm saying, right? So I do have all these. I have two HACs, which I really want to show you guys, because I don't think, and I know for sure that I'm not going to see it again for the next trip, right? So there are 35s right here, right? More 35s. I really feel like now is the best time for you to buy the 35s, because prices are good, and you don't need to worry so much about using it and enjoying it, right? The 35s are insane. Did you see this plate one? This is the one that Sabrina has as well. Now this is another suede piece which I'm going to take out for you to take a look. All right, so Nina, Saima, chat with me, okay? Just chat with me while I wait for my moderator, if you guys don't mind. Right, so before pinning everything up, I'm going to give you prices. If you like it, I'm just going to invoice you or sell it, pin it up as well. I can do it, but it'll just be a bit slower. But let's interrupt this short little tour with these two beauties. All right, so I have this 35 Black Togo Go Hardware Hype. I think we have been waiting for that black Togo for a long time. I remember you specifically wanted Togo. I have a HAC but not a 30. But in any case, let's take a look at that. Okay, so this piece, right? Hi Ramash, how are you this morning? This evening for you, right? I hope you are having a good day so far, good holiday. Right, so I am going to just make sure I'm getting this price right for Nina. So Nina, this is a Grizzly. This is named a Grizzly. Ooh, it's a really, really good price, I must say. All right, so if you are ready, Nina, get ready, because I think, right, this is one of the best prices that I have seen for a Grizzly, especially in this color. There are many combinations, right? This is going to be at your 9,500 pounds. 9,500 pounds. Hi Miriam, I'm doing well, thank you. I'm going home. I'm going home soon, right? I really need to see the doctor because the boil on my nose, right, is terrifying me. I'm like so scared. I keep messaging my doctor. I'm like, please, I don't know, and I can't get antibiotics over the counter here, right? And I don't know, it's scary. So I'm gonna run to the doctor's first thing first. So looking forward to not wearing a plaster on my nose. All right, so this is going to be 9,500 pounds, right? And I really think that this is one of the best combinations and the best prices around. Now it's a 35. I know it's a bigger bag, so you know 35s in the market right now is the prices are a little bit softer. So now is the time to buy, not the time to sell. So if you know you can find that that budget, right, to splurge on one of your dream 35s, now is the time, right? It's okay, I'm good, right? It's I'm feeling okay, but it's just the nose, you know. It's terrifying when you have something on your face and you don't know if, you know. I messaged her and I was like, do I have to cut my nose, like part of my nose off? Yeah, it's nothing, it's just an infection, but which wasn't well taken care of because, you know, maybe not enough rest and also different environment. Maybe it got worse when I was here, right? So anyways, I'm going home very soon, right? I'll miss the bags for sure. I'm telling you that this place is like the museum, and I wish I can stay here all the time because these are not bags that we see every other day, right? Anywhere else in the world, right? So this, again, 9,500 pounds. It's going to be a vast difference from this, which is the this is the Doubly, which is in the 25. Now there is a difference in Doubly and also in the Doubly and the Grizzly, which I'm going to show you close up, right? So let's go for a little walk. I mean, I can't pin a lot up, but I hope the price is okay for you, right? So Nina, if you have any other questions, right, or questions about the Grizzly, please let me know. But in the meantime, we have got the beauty of light today, right? So it is morning, so we are getting that beautiful light, right? The price is great, right? Now I'm going to tell you. No, so sometimes, right, I'm going to tell you what's the difference between these two, right? Can you see the hair, the hair difference? This is slightly longer. Can you see this is slightly shorter, right? So Nina, you do not need to worry much about the care, because the older Doubly pieces, right, has got the older doubly pieces has got is a little bit longer head. The suede is a bit longer head, and also they didn't have any leather parts over here and over here. But I think the Grizzly, right, is extremely well thought out of, because all the important parts like the handles, the flaps, which you always open, close, touch, and a lot of contact, is very, very well wrapped, right? All the important bits, all the parts that will high likely have wears on them, right, is covered, right? Is very, very well covered. So that's why I feel like you do not need to worry much about this. Now there is something. Now if you get this piece, I am going to give you a suede eraser. Right, I'm going to give you a suede eraser, which I have given our lovely client, lovely community member who bought the Kelly piece. I'm going to give her a suede eraser as well. Right, so the suede eraser, right, will help you like get rid of like minor stains, or you know, if you just erase it, like if you just erase it very lightly, very quickly after the mark, right, after you make a small mark. I mean, accidents happen, right, after you make a small mark, or you know, when there are areas that you think is a little bit dirty, just use the suede eraser. Just remember not to use like a wet cloth or anything, and then you'll be fine, right? So I always say that if this piece is a what stamp, this is not very old, it's above, I'm sure it is above 2000. Okay, so this is R in a square, so RQRST. So this will be a 2014 bag. Because Grizzly, right, Grizzly is very specific in terms of years. So Grizzly is around the PQR stamp. Grizzly only came up during the PQR stamp period, right? So like I said, if it's going to hold up 10 years looking like this, Nina, I won't worry about it, if you know what I'm saying. All right, so of course, right, there will be a little bit of darkening in some areas where, you know, it sits, etc. Right? It's not going to be like a pristine bag, because it is suede, right? We have to give it a little bit of credit, right? So we have to give it a little bit of leeway, but you know, very, very minor. This is one of the this and the Kelly that I've sold this trip is one of the best condition pieces that I have seen for the Grizzly. All right, so it's great that, you know, like I said, everything is covered, right? And you get to see, you get to enjoy the piece and not need to worry so much about the suede. So I know it's a leather that we are not very used to, and you know, you never know, will it be difficult to care for, but not to worry. So Jasper, if you're here, right? Jasper, if you're here, please let me know. Nina, yes, that's the best price. That is absolutely the best price. But although I mean, I've used, it was up for more, definitely. But because this is my final show here, I'm really going to go all out for you guys. This is 9,500. This is my best price. It's gonna come with a beautiful gem to match. It's going to be come with a beautiful gem to match. You can even use the gem to make a little like a trinket for your bag, right? So I'm telling you, go for it, right? So if you want it, just let me know and I'll pin it up for you. Okay, I'll pin it up for you. 9,500 pounds. This is a new in, right? So I'm going to open this up for you. And Jasper, if you are here, right, please say hi, let me know, so that I can get you to help me pin it up. But if not, I can pin it up myself, no problem. Right, so this one, right, Nina, you're going to enjoy it because it's a champagne gold hardware. Okay, this is a champagne gold hardware piece. Right, it's a champagne gold hardware piece. It is not going to be the lock key clochette dust bag is there, right? So it is not going to be, yes, Okay, it's not good. It's going to be something that will match all your jewelry pieces. So with rose gold, not rose gold, with this kind of like a champagne gold hardware, you can see even with palladium or even with silver, it does match, or white gold, right? And but when you put against gold, like for example, let me give you a huge gold ring, right? So I'm going to pin this up for you, right? I'm going to pin this up for you at 9,500 pounds sold. All right, so even if you, I just want to show you, even if you wear it with gold hardware, it's fine. Wear it with silver, it's fine. Palladium, white gold, anything. There you go. That's how it's done. Sold. Congratulations. Right, you're going to get your first pick of gems, okay? I'm going to give you, let's have some fun before Jasper arrives. All right, so Nina, just give me a minute. I am going to put it out, and then we are going to have a gems. I'm going to give you a pick of gems, okay? That'll be fun. Right, a pick of a gemstone for you. Don't kill me, Daria. It's already my last day here. Don't kill me, Daria. Denise! Hello, Denise. How are you this morning? It's raining here in Japan. Sorry? Hang on, yeah? Hang on, yeah? Yay! Okay, I know it's my first sale, which is going to get killed for it, but you know, I have to do it. Hang on, yeah, just let me let me try to put this up onto my thing so that you can, oops. Jasper, are you here? Oh, Jasper, you're back. Jasper. I'm going to pin this up. I don't know if this will work. Yikes. Okay, sorry. Jasper, can you help me pin this thing up, please? Jasper, please help me pin this up. Oh my God, Jasper. This is going to be your 9029 2093. 9029 2093. Please help us pin it up. Thank you. Okay, please help us pin it up. Thank you so much. All right, so this, and also you get to pick. All right, so do you want a, hang on, yeah, just let me check. Do you want a round? Do you want a pair? Okay, let's pick gems, okay? Let's pick gems. All right, we have something a little bit darker. Let me just check. All right, so there are three pieces, right, that I think is the best among the lot. Let's try. All right, so I have 3 shapes. Yeah. It's my last day here. my last not last day, last show here, last shows. Okay, so I have a oval shaped piece. Just tell me which shape you want, okay, Nina? Oval shape, pear shape, or this one, which is going to be your like your emerald card shape. This is actually a cushion. Pear, oval. Are you there? Hello? Nina, which one do you think you enjoy? I think she's trying to check it out. All right. Oh, okay. So this one has got the darkest color of them, right? So I think this one is good. This is actually your blue topaz, right? Blue topaz. All right, this one has got a dark, slightly darker color, or maybe it's because it's in a box. Yeah, but this one is slightly darker, right? So this is going to be your 18 carats, I think. 18 carats. This one, on the other hand, this is 36.152 carats. They're all blue topazes, yeah. Got a batch of all blue topazes. Right, so a different shade for you. Yeah, all blue topazes. All right, so I'm gonna let you choose. Like you have the cushion, right? And then let's see individually. You have the, oh my God, this is nice. Maybe the pear. The cushion, the pear. Okay, I'm gonna put them side by side, okay? It depends on what you're going to make, I think, if you consider. What do you guys think? Can we help Nina here a little bit too? Let's take a poll. But well, I think if you're going to make something a little bit more everyday, maybe more wearable, I think this one is a good one to have. This one is darker. I like the color of this. Let's go with this. Okay, your first instinct is always right, I feel. Right? And after that, you get swayed and then you'll be like, should I, right? So, okay, let's go with this. All right. So, gems. Oh, you see, we got all the cushion fans. I don't think I have any more cushions, to be honest. Let me find. Oh my God, do I have more? Oh, I have a bigger one. I have one bigger size one. Congrats! Congrats! I think this is a good everyday size as well. Like if you make this, okay, it's not everyday size lah, huh? I'm too much. Right, but you know I love over the top things, right? So I think this one is bigger cushion. You want a bigger cushion? Right, I have a bigger one. I have a bigger one. Right, I have a bigger one. Right, but I really like this color. I think this color is nicer. Right, I think this color is nicer. What do you think? Right, this one has got a very nice, like a bluish gray color that matches the back perfectly. This one is big, slightly more neon, I feel. What do you think? Okay, I'm gonna let you think about it. Like the color is very, very different. This one exactly the color for the bag, like a blue, like a, you know, blue thalassa. No problem. Let me show you, okay? I was just saying we have this one, right? And then we have this one, which is going to be like your slightly more neon, this piece. Right? And then you have this one, which is the perfect color, like exactly the same color. Right? So color-wise is very, very different. So which one do you think is good for you? I don't know, I like the color for this one. So Nina, I'm going to throw the ball back to you. Right? So size-wise, yes, it is very different. I think I'll go for this. Right? Wearable size and very, very good color. This one is big, but a bit more neon. So I'll go with this. Okay, I'll choose this for you. Congratulations, Nina! This one as a solitaire, like a single stone piece, maybe flanked with just tiny diamond pavés on the side. Imagine wearing this and carrying this. Congratulations, right? Ultimate combination. So like I said on my WhatsApp, on my community chat opening, I told you guys it's going to be gems and bags. Okay, gems and bags. Right, so let's go. All right, so Nina, again, congratulations. I hope the checkout was all fine. Did you manage to check it out? Right, so we just walked away with this, guys. Somebody just walked away with this combination. I put a gem inside just so I don't miss it. Okay? Right, I'm gonna put it aside for you, Nina. Congratulations. Okay, ladies, so now that you know that I mean business, let's do business. Like, what would you guys want me to show you before things get crazy? Let me know, right? So if there are more stone pieces that you want to see, like your rings or necklaces that you want, etc., please just let me know. Right, I'm gonna let Nina check it out. Alright, and then I am going to see what else can I show you. Now I have got a, I think, right, the last time when I showed this piece, I think I made a small little mistake, right? So I might show this again, but B30, right? I don't have a B30, I have a B35 gold hardware. But I think somebody was looking, right? Was looking for a B30 with gold hardware. I don't have a B30 Togo with gold hardware, do I? Let me just search. Okay, I'm going to show you both. Congratulations! Any ostrich Kellys available? Hi, Emily B. Okay, so B, are you still here? Congratulations, Nina. Congrats. You get a whole set, a whole look, which is going to be your Birkin and a gem. I want to say a small little gem, but I ain't going to lie, it's not small. All right, so I have my Birkin 30s here. So B, I'm not sure if you are here with me. If you are, please let me know. No problem. Congrats, Nina. And B, if you're not here, right, can I start with the Ostrich Kelly next? So let me know if you are here. I'm going to do the Birkin 30 blacks with you. I have a Birkin 30 and a Birkin 32 hack black with gold hardware. Congrats, Nina. I'm so happy for you. That's a very, very good piece. A very rare find for that price. Okay, so Ostrich Kelly. I have one single ostrich Kelly. I have an ostrich Birkin. Right, I have an ostrich Birkin, but I'm going to give you the ostrich Kelly. So I'm not sure if you are here. I'm not sure if you are here. B. B, are you here? Okay, B, are you there? Okay, Emily, I only have one Kelly. What do you think of the color? That is like Etrusque Kelly. Right, so it's going to be, hang on, yeah. Emily, are you there? Emily. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just write this cost down first. Okay. Right. All right, ladies. Nina, sure. Let me just find it for you, okay? This is going, I would say, look at the color wise. This is going to be 18 carats, right? 18. And then I have this, which is, hang on, yeah. 18, and then this slightly neon piece is going to be 32.37 carats. Now carat size, right? Carat size wise, I'm going to say, of course, this one does win it, right? Carat size, this one wins, right? But color wise, they are very different. So I don't know. Size, color, which one would you pick? What do you think, Nina? Oh, Emily, you're here. I'm sorry, Emily. I have my ostrich Kelly here with me, right? So Nina, I'm gonna let you take a look at it, right? So Emily, my ostrich Kelly is here, and it's a great size. It's a size 28. Okay, size 28. So 18 carats, right, and 32 carats. All right, so I'm gonna let you, no problem, Nina, just let me know and I'll put it aside. I don't want to mix it up, so you can decide, let me know, and then I'll just put it together with the bag because I don't want to mix them up, all right? Just in case it's wrong and then we can't get it back and things like, I mean, you know, shipping it through and fro is difficult. All right, so this is the only piece of ostrich Kelly that I have, and just so nice. It's just great that it is a Kelly 28, which is a great size for an ostrich piece, right? And then you have got your really lovely dark brown color. This is the Etrusque, right? Etrusque, which is a beautiful, like a dark brown color. And there is another color that is a little bit lighter. It is called like cognac, right? I think, yeah, cognac. So it's slightly lighter, a little bit more goldish, right? But this piece, like the Etrusque, the total Etrusque piece is really a rarer find, because most of the ostrich at that point of time comes in the color called cognac, which is like a gold color, right? But this one is your dark brown, which is to be honest, a good find, and I'm just surprised that it's still here. Now remember, these are the pieces that you cannot get out of the country. So even if you see it online, even if you see like a really crazy price piece in Japan, you cannot get it shipped to you, right? So the only way is to go through us at Luxury Promise, right? And we will get the bag safely to you, customs and duties covered. Okay, and if you shop today, you get a gemstone, like you get one blue topaz as a little gift from us. This is our final show, my final days of show. I mean right here. Okay, so this is going to be 90283904, 90283904. Now honestly, right now, in store right now, you're going to see a lot more smaller pieces like your Kelly Pochette, your mini Lindy's and things like that in ostrich. But the bigger ostrich pieces you just don't see anymore, right? Because it's not easy to find like such good, a very good big piece of ostrich leather currently. Right, it's not easy to find like in this day and age, right? In the past maybe about 10-15 years ago, right, I do see a lot more Birkin 35s, but right now Birkin 35 ostrich is just impossible to find. Okay, now this is 19,500 pounds or 26,217 US dollars, but for today, right, the last show, right, I'm going to do this for 15,500 pounds, and you're going to get a gem. Okay, Emily B, I feel like, you know, doesn't get better than this. 15,500 pounds and a gem, right, and a blue topaz. All right, so if you want me to show you close up, let me know, right? But nevertheless, I am going to show you close up, okay? Because it's just too good. Like out of the sea of Birkins and Kellys, right? This is the only one that is in the ostrich. All right, so Nina, did you? What do you think? What do you think, Nina? The stone, let me know which piece. Now I'm going to just show you. Okay, Emily, it's okay. Yeah, just think about it, right? I know sometimes we are, it is a big decision, right? So I'm going to just show you in the light, right? Because these kind of leathers we don't get to see often, and I want you to see how it ages. Right, so this is a vintage piece, okay? You can tell from the single hook that it's a vintage piece, but I have to say that ostrich is one leather that ages very, very well, right? No problem, Nina. I'm glad you took that one. It's a beautiful color. It matches your bag perfectly with a little bit of that grayish undertone instead of that neon blue, right? So congrats again, Nina. Great find. Right, okay, so you can see how well this piece ages. So for ostrich leather, right, it's a big know-how when it comes to handling ostrich leather. So I'm not sure if you know, if you go to some maybe people who are not so skilled at ostrich leather, you get the puffy, like the you know, these things are hammered down. The quills are hammered down individually, okay, just to make sure it gets that nice flat surface, right? And you can see from the thickness, it's not very thick and spongy. Now you have to shave the leather in order to get this, so it is very difficult, right, to get the right thickness and everything. So this leather like deserves so much, so much, I'm telling you, right? Because to shave it down this way, to make it this thin, I'm not so sure if you have seen those really plasticky and really a little bit spongy kind of ostrich. So those are probably not very well handled, but this is perfect. Right, Joan? Now you can see that ostrich leather develops a beautiful patina over time. So it has this shine, right, that you cannot find on the newer bags. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen some new ostriches in the display. Of course, always not for sale in store, right? So if you see the ostrich in store on display, you will find that, hey, how come it's not so shiny like this one? This one reflects light. Can you see? In every angle. So this is the patina that is developed over time. You just cannot get that on your new bags, right? So that's why the new ostriches, you need to care for it. Like for the first couple of years, first year or so, you need to care for it, right? And make sure that it has this that it develops a good patina. And the minute this patina comes out, right, on the bag, this bag is set for life. Like this patina will make it literally not waterproof, right? I will still wipe off water immediately, but it will be less sensitive to things like water, watermark, oils, etc. Alright, so that is the beauty of ostrich. And I don't know, the last time when I showed this bag, right, I wanted to show you guys the base. Right, so Hermes actually does plan how they are going to cut, use, and position every part of the ostrich leather, right? So if you realize that there are some pieces that has got 0 quills on the base, right? Don't be surprised when you get a piece of an ostrich bag that has got no quills or no dots on the base, no dots on the sides, right? Or very, very little, maybe very little dots, right? So Hermes literally make use of the different parts just to make sure that the dots, the quills, which are the most beautiful part of the ostrich leather, is showcased. So only the important parts like the front, the back, and maybe the sides get first priority, right? And then the bottom, the inside, there will be no dots, no quills. So don't be surprised. My very, very first piece of ostrich that I sold, right? My customer is, of course, also a first-time ostrich owner. She was like, oh, Yan, why? How come my ostrich, like, at the bottom, is it authentic? Like, what happened? Then that was when I did extensive research, and also going for courses does help, right? And they actually explained why they are placed this way. So everything is done for a reason. So definitely a work of art with every single piece that you invest in, right? I know, right, Joan? This is the exact question or the exact phrase I actually said to the trainer. I was like, why? The birds are in the rain, what? The birds are in the rain, right? So why can the birds get wet but the bag cannot get wet? We don't towel dry the birds, don't do we? But the answer is feathers. Feathers. So the feathers are waterproof, actually. Right, so that's why the feathers so the birds shakes off the water, so that's why the feathers are waterproof, the leather is not. So these pieces don't come with the feathers, therefore hence they are not waterproof. I know, Emily. Well, it's the treatment, Emily, I'm not going to lie. It's the treatment of the leather of the crocodile that actually makes it a little bit more sensitive rather than crocodile leather itself. It's supposed to be very hardy, but all these leathers, right, develops this patina, right? This patina that basically will help the situation, right? So there you go. This is at a special price for you guys today. £15,500 for a Kelly 28. This is what you would pay for, like maybe in store after buying a few scarves and things like that. This is the price that you would pay for in store for a Kelly 28. Normal leather, not ostrich. Okay? Alright, so this is my one and only ostrich piece. One and only ostrich piece. I hope that you guys would love. Okay, so ladies, that's about leathers. I'm sorry, once you talk about leathers, right, I can just go on and on and on, because you know, when in the past, right, when I first started as a reseller, we had to learn everything from scratch. Like every new bag that we get and see, right, be like, oh, what is this? Let me do some research, like what do I do with this, and how do I sell or present it, and what are the parts that are important to showcase to the customer. Which is why, right, these pieces, like these leathers and all, means a lot to me. All right, so I'm gonna start with the next bag, and this bag gets me going. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's a HAC, right? So out of the sea of Birkins, the HAC is a very unique bag, right? I know you guys have been I want to say pampered, but that's not the right word, okay? You guys have been like pampered, that's the word I would use, by our inventory, that you get to see HACs almost every month. Okay, you guys get to see HACs almost every month or every other month, but this is not normal, right? This is not common. All right, so in the resale market, let's say in somewhere like in Singapore or even in Australia, we only see HAC once every half a year, or maybe once every half a year lah, but depending on the sizes, depending on the color. So every time you see a HAC, right, you just like, what is this, like what size is this, what color is this, you know? They are very, very unique. They come in a lot of different colors, but so far I have counted the number of HACs that I have seen and the number of colors I have seen. So far I have seen HACs in like a dark green, which is like a Bengal kind of color, and then you get your bird anise, or you get your rouge vif. I've seen black. I have seen like a blue, like a dark blue marine. These so far, right, in my 15 years, less than 15, okay, sorry, 13 years, right, I've seen only these 5 colors. That's how rare a HAC is. And this one is a size 32. This is a size 32. Okay, HAC size 32, and then you have this one, which is a size 30. So I'm going to let you compare the size, okay? So this one, if you are not so sure about, should I get a 35, should I get a 30, you know, 35 a little bit too big, especially for those of you who are smaller frame, right? But I'm 1.62 meters tall, right? And I am a UK size 8. Right, so I would say that I'm very happy with the 35. 35 is the kind of size that I will use all the time, so I'm not shy to big sizes, right? But for those of you who think, you know, it's a bit too big for my frame, but I want a workhorse piece, this HAC would be perfect for you, right? And then I have this Birkin 30 black with gold hardware that is in Togo leather, which I think B is looking for, right? So I'm not sure if you are still here, B. If you are, say yay, right? Or if there's anything else that you guys want me to show you, please let me know, right? One lovely Birkin 35 has gone. So I hope that you guys will take this chance to grab something that is insane. Nina, right, Nina? This is good size, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna check the price for this 30. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this Birkin 30, wow, the best price that I can do for this Birkin 30 is like 13,200 pounds. 13,200 pounds. Okay, Birkin 30 black with gold hardware, and condition looks really good. right? But 13.2 is the best that I can go. Like black with gold hardware is just insane, right? Which is why, right, some of these black pieces that I'm going to show you will be a very good piece to jump on, right? So one of it is this one, right? So this one, right, is going to be your see. So this HAC, as compared to 13,200 pounds, this HAC, which is to me rare, right? And I'm going to go on to the leather, and I'm going to tell you about the leather, which makes it even better, right? So this is going to be at your 10,700 pounds. 10,700 pounds. Okay, this is going to be a 10,700 pounds. And if any one of you like it, right, and you think, you know, can you do a little bit better, Yan? I'll try harder. But right now it has to be at 10,700 pounds. 10,700 pounds. So you can see the difference in cost, right? But well, the difference in price. But I'm going to tell you, this is bigger in specs. Okay, what do I mean by that? Right, I'm going to again bring you to the light. I find that the light, right, helps me sell. The light helps me sell the bags to you. You know why? Because everything in the sunlight, right? Everything in the sunlight is everything in the sunlight. It shows its flaws, but yet it also shows its beauty perfectly. Yeah, so the exchange rate, I know, right? If you guys want me to do a good USD price, I can try my best, right? But you've got to love the bag first, okay? So this is the HAC, and as I told you guys, right, something that really gets me is this is the leather. So this comes with this beautiful deep lines, your black with gold hardware. This bag, this leather basically makes the bag like indestructible. Okay, so can you imagine its age? Like, can you imagine its condition? How good. Like this bag, this leather is the thickest leather that you can find in the thickest normal leather that you can find, right? For when it comes to Hermes, right? Can you guess what leather this is? Leather test time. Well, if you watch my shows, you know that this is one of my favorite, right? The lines on the back, right, always tells a story, right? And it's always a heritage piece. These are discontinued leathers, okay? Discontinued leathers. These are discontinued leathers. So can you guess what leather this is? Beautiful deep lines on this piece. So this is going to be nobody cares to try what leather is this, right? You can see from the thickness of the leather. Usually I tell the thickness of the leather from this area. This is the best part to tell the thickness of the leather. See how thick? It's one of the thickest leather that is in Hermes, right? So the 32 actually does help, because in the 35 it's going to be a little bit heavier, right? So this is going to be your Fjord leather, FJORD. So it's pronounced as Fjord. So it's a Fjord leather, and it is one of the hardiest leather that is around, because it is thick, it's hardy, water resistant, waterproof, and because of its thickness, right? Because of its thickness, you can see you hardly get a scarf. Okay, so if you want the ultimate workhorse piece, a piece of that black gold hardware that you can use forever, right? A piece of that black Go Hardware that you can pass down from generations to generations, which it will never go out of style. Come on, black with Go Hardware is insane, right? So this is going to be that piece, okay, that piece. Right, so now that we are on HACs, okay, so I think B went away, so I'm going to put the Birkin 30 aside, right? So I'm going to do the next piece, right? This HAC is going to be a little bit pricier because this HAC has got all the best specs rolled into one, right? So it's not just black, it's with palladium hardware that is unseen, unheard of, kind of combination. No, I'm just kidding. Not unheard of, but there are pieces, but just very, very little pieces of black with palladium hardware on an older bag, especially a HAC. Right, so HAC is like a discontinued piece. So at that point of time, the black with palladium hardware combination is just unheard of. It's just super hard to come by, right? So this, I'm gonna compare it with your 32. Like the structure on this bag is insane. Like it's a softer fjord leather, but look at how upright it is. It's standing up even better than some of the younger bags, right? Which is why I feel like there are some steals like that you cannot miss, right? So do remember that, well, when it comes to your bags, don't be an ageist. You know what I mean, right? So you have to remember that if it says a lot when it is like maybe 10 over years old and it's going to be this structured and it's going to look like that, the next 10 years, how much do you think it will age? Right? So there are some leathers and some pieces that just ages well, right? So don't turn your nose away from them. They are actually they will be worth it, and price point wise they are good as well, right? So find those pieces that age well, right? Good price point for your everyday bags, right? For your workhorse, these are very important factors to consider, right? So I'm going to put it side by side to show you. This is your HAC 32, and then we have this, which is the rare HAC 28. I know Vivian recently sold a HAC 28, which is just incredible, right? It is so hard to find, right? So if you are looking for one, I would say that this is your chance, because this, I would tell you, you cannot get another one in the next year. All right, I don't want to seem like, you know, I'm lying or whatever. The next year, you know what's worse? Like maybe next month you see another one, you could be like, yeah, you lied. Okay, but this one I'm very sure. Until the end of the year, you won't see another piece with this combination. Okay, because why? I'm going to show you what kind of statistics I'm working with. Right, I'm going to show you. Right, I know I've done this a few times, but I'm going to show you because I don't think some of you who have just joined us, a warm welcome. But I'm going to show you what I mean by this. This is a legit HAC, okay? Like as in with all the turn lock, the bells and the whistles, right? And I'm going to show you my vintage bags. Okay, when we talk about vintage Birkins, okay, vintage Birkins, we have your gold, we have your black. Actually, all these are pretty new pieces. No vintage pieces. But when we talk about the Kellys, you can tell, okay, from the history of the Kellys, you can see, right? Take a look. History of the Kellys. Go hardware, go hardware, go hardware, go hardware, go hardware, not vintage. Go hardware. Okay, we have one palladium hardware, like I said. Then we have got this, which is a guilloche. So this guilloche, right, is a very, very rare hardware, which is why, you know, it's a palladium piece. So this specs with double hook, right, it is not something that people will want to let go of at a lower price. So go hardware, go hardware, go hardware. And then this one is one palladium hardware, right? And then this is a 32 though, if you guys like it. And then your go hardware. And also for the Birkins, you get the go hardware. And then the Ardens, you get the go hardware. So that's why, right, that's the kind of statistics that I'm working with. That's the kind of statistics I'm working with, which is why I am quite sure next year, like as in this year, you probably won't see this combination. Not at HAC and not a 28. Okay, so it's a matter of time, right? Right, it's a matter of time. I'm sure if it's still here when I go, right, Vivian will be able to sell it because this is a rare find. And when the right person comes along, she's gonna jump. Okay, so this piece is going to be at your 12,500 pounds. This is going to be 12,500 pounds. It is a 28, so it's in between your 25, right? It's in between your Birkin 25 and your Birkin 30. So this is the greatest in between, which makes it so unique and rare. Right, so this one, right, when you walk on the streets, right, people will be like, what size is this? Like, this is not something that we see all the time, right? The handles are a little bit shorter, as you can see. They have B25 handles. This is a B25 handles. Then you have the B30 handles, which I'm going to show you the difference. Can you see? B30 handles, B25 handles. Right, how unique is this? And then you have got your rounded belt keep, or the pontet, right? Pontet, right? And then you have it's rounded on the top versus the sharper ones in the newer versions, right? And then you have the turn lock, which I'm going to show you is the square turn lock that is signature of the HAC. Right, so I love this kind of heritage pieces, which, you know, it's not going to be those that you walk around and then I know walking around with a Birkin is already, oh my god, right? But when you walk around with a unique, like edgy kind of HAC piece, right, the feeling is just different. Okay, so this is going to be your Courchevel leather, right, with black and palladium hardware, 12,500 pounds. And for today, it will come with a gem, right, single loose stone for you to set into something beautiful to go with your Birkin. Okay, so it's not every day we get two black HACs, one with a 132 and 128. That's how incredibly rare it is. Okay, so if you want a 30 legit, like a Birkin 30 non-HACs, I also have it. Right, it's stunning, no? So unique, Joan, you're right, very unique. So suddenly when you look at the Birkin 30 with palladium hardware, you're like, I need a HAC. Right, so if you miss this, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. If you miss this, you are not going to get something like that again. Okay, and we have this available as well, right? It is going to be with a similar price tag, if not the same, right? So no, this one is actually going to be about 500 pounds more. It's going to be 500 pounds more than that. Right, so 13,000 pounds for a black with palladium, 13,500 for a black with gold. Okay, so this is your average pricing for your blacks, for your black Birkin. All right, and I am going to go for this piece, right? Ladies, do you have anything that you want me to show you? Please do let me know, okay? Please do let me know. I don't want to go on and on about some maybe items that you guys don't want to see and then take away time from those that you actually want. Please don't be shy, okay? It doesn't mean that if you see it, you have to buy it. No, it doesn't work that way, right? So if you want, just tell me, okay? If you want to see anything unique, or you know, you think that there is something that you just want to get it out of your system, like take a look at it close up, let me know. Okay, so I have two other new ins, right? But this is the last, this is the one that I want to go through, right? Why? Because I love this kind of unique edgy bag. Ramash, what would be a unique Kelly? Good question. All right, so I'm going to just show you what is a unique Kelly, okay? I'm sorry, just give me a minute, guys, okay? Sorry, I just wanted to see. Okay. This bag is going to be a really well priced piece for a black with gold hardware. It's not going to be a normal leather that you are used to, which is why it's priced a little bit lower, right? So if anybody wants to see it, I can show it to you. Right, it's going to be crazy, and today it's going to come with a gem, right? So if any one of you looking for a black Birkin 35, let me know. Right, what would be a unique Kelly? To me, right, something unique would be something like this, like very recognizable. So you can Google, and I can tell you that only about 2 pieces for sale will show up. To me, that's rare, okay, and unique, right? So all these pieces are vintage pieces or older pieces that are definitely not the usual pieces that you see, right? So it's good that they revisited the 12 pieces. Hi Jaya, yes, it's been a while. How are you? Right, have you been traveling? Right, so and then we have the super rare, which is your Kelly 20s, your Kelly 20s vintage. Now these are unique, these are rare. And Vicky, 28 ratons. Okay, 28 ratons. I have this black with palladium, black with gold. Okay, black with palladium, black with gold, Vicky. And if you talk about 28, I have this one, which is going to be your Nata. Cray, sorry. This is going to be your Cray. Cray. And then you have your orange. Okay, Vicky. Cray, orange. I have a brown, like a dark chocolate brown. And I have a Vertigo. I know you have most of these colors, right? So didn't see anything. I mean, you have sent me your list very kindly, right? And I didn't see any that actually you don't have. Maybe this one, the Natural Sable. Natural. Right? So these are the only 28 pieces that I have. Right? Did you see anything? The ultraviolet is a 32. It's a 32. Right? It's a 32. If you're open to 32s, we have this. Right? And if you're open to 32s, I would say this Rosie is a beautiful one. Also very rare to come by. Right? And Ramash, just to answer your question, this is actually a clue. It's like a little dots, like gold dots. They call it the clue. So right now we have the newer version, which is the thicker ones. Remember, right, on the black box pieces. On the black box pieces, you see the super huge clues, like around here, right? But this one is the vintage version. It comes smaller little dots. Now I'm going to tell you, right, that when you talk about rare, these are the pieces that are really rare. So if you are going, oh no, this one is super rare. I just got distracted. But this one, all right, pleated satin. This is a collector's piece. Right, this is a museum-worthy piece, right? That is, of course, price tag is not going to be for the faint-hearted. This one is not going to cost any lesser than your exotics, okay? Because these are super collectible. The dots one is really perfect. So we have the black with it, and then we have the white with it. So if it allows, well, if of course, if you like, and if you can, I would say get these embellished pieces, Hermes embellished pieces, because pieces like the Clout and pieces like that with your little like your feathers or your little dots and things like that. So far, Hermes has never really done crystals. Never. It's classy like that. It's with the it's either with the diamonds or diamond straps and plates and all, but never crystals, if you realize. So all these little embellished pieces, be it with like gold hardware or palladium hardware, these pieces, right, if you can invest in one, because Hermes seldom comes out with these embellished pieces. They are very, very careful with their designs and all these embellished pieces, which makes them very, very rare. Okay, so if you research or if you find out more about it, you will see that all these embellished pieces rarely fall in value, rarely, right? Or sometimes you manage to get a few steals here and there in some auction houses and things like that, but never. It always, like, you know, maintains a good value, right? Simply because Hermes just don't make them often. Okay, so those are the rare pieces. And then when you talk about like whatever that Nina has gotten, which is the grizzly, that's also a rare piece, right? And then you have got your Colormatic. All right, so these pieces are also pieces that depreciation wise will be slower. Okay, I wouldn't say no depreciation, okay? The depreciation will be slower, right? And then you have pieces like that, which is the doubly, right? The doubly, that, like it or not, believe it or not, the person who bought, used, enjoyed it, probably didn't lose any money on it. Okay, minus inflation and everything, but it probably used this bag for free. Okay, that is how well values of these rare pieces actually holds. Okay, so if you can, like I said, find something, if you manage to find something that is like unique, right, at a price point that you think at that moment it's good for you, right, then just go for it. Okay, right. So, but if you are looking for a workhorse piece, like pieces that you use all the time, right, pieces that you want it at a good price point so that you can just wear, enjoy it, will be this kind, right? How much are we looking at for the whites? Okay, let's just take a look. Okay, ballpark. £35,000. £35,000. Okay, £35,000. Worldwide, right? You have less pieces floating around in the market than your one hand can count. Okay, one hand. Right, so you can scour an entire country, but Japan highest chance, okay, because that's where all money is. Right, so if you could go to a place like Singapore, like if I go back home and I want to find this piece, I'm going to tell you there's probably only one, and it's going to cost more than that. Right, that is the kind of numbers that we're talking about. Right. Okay, so out of curiosity, okay, we're gonna do this too, right? I'm gonna do this too because this one is a dream. If you are a true blue collector, you need this piece, okay? And these pieces, right, this is going to be almost like your Jane Birkin kind of situation. It's too many zeros, I can't count. Okay. This is going to be your 40, this is going to be like your, at best, 39,000 pounds. 39,000 pounds. Yes, Ramash, you should like make a, like, think about it. If you want to invest in a rare piece, right, and unique, do it. It's another gold on gold new in. And did you say this? Yes, this is my last show here. Last two shows. Is there another gold on gold new in? No, this one is a 30. This is a 30 and it's a Togo. So price point is going to be way higher, right? So I would say this one is close to, gold is like your black, right? So this is going to be like your at your 13,000 plus price point, okay? Right? I'm going back to Singapore. Going back to Singapore. Right? So Vivian, black, you got a steal on the gold one. So most of the time, right, your blacks with gold, Etude with gold, gold on gold are going to be all that price range, 13,000 plus pounds for 30. So I'm going back to Singapore, right? Singapore is a place where it is, you're very divided into two camps, okay? You have the vintage lovers, and then you have got the really new, I only buy new bags kind of people. So I have a very weird mix in Singapore. Weird but good weird, okay? So off and on, I get these really amazing vintage pieces in Singapore, but yet I still get the newest Kelly 20s you can find in the market. I have both ranges, okay? But price point wise, right, it's going to be a little bit higher, right? But condition wise, it's going to be pristine. So that's why yes, of course I'll be still with LP. Where else can I go? Like where else can I go, John? It's my last two shows here, right? Last two shows here before I go home, right? So yes, I'll still be with LP, of course. Oh, I hope so. Did Sabrina say anything? I might be fired soon with the prices, right? But anyways, just jokes aside, okay? Jokes aside. This is going to be like your 39,000 to 40,000 at best, right? I have to negotiate a little bit, but I think it'll be about there. You can't go much from there. When do you go to location with new bags? Vicky, next month. Early next month I will go, okay? Early next month I will go. Alright, so this piece is going to be one rare piece which I feel like, again, together with that white piece with the little nails or the cloth, right? This one will be the next one. So these pieces, right, if you find, I don't think, the last time I Googled, right, this is what I do, like I sit on the bed and I Google what are the rare bags around in the market. This bag, right, this bag, there is only one for sale, two for sale in the market. There's only two for sale worldwide. There's only two for sale, right? The rest you can see pictures, but they are always sold out. There's no, everybody is brokering the same two bags. Trust me. Okay, everybody is brokering for the same two bags because these are rare pieces that you can only find like a few pieces of. It's either people are collecting and not letting them go, right? Or pieces like this, which is in the market for sale, but the prices will be higher, right? So this is not leather. This is actually satin, right? This is actually satin. If you look closely at it, it's pleated satin. Pleated satin. I'm not sure about you, but if you have pleated skirts, right, they are a pain. Like they are literally a pain. I love pleated skirts, right? So they are pain to iron, you know, pain to handle sometimes. But can you imagine to make it into a bag, right? That doesn't like open up, or you know, doesn't deteriorate in its look and condition for decades. I mean, to me, it's amazing. I can't even keep my face for a decade without having boils, right? So this is just amazing. And then you have the side made with suede, right? So this is going to be your suede. So this one is like your doubly, right? So it has doubly handles, right, with pleated satin. So there are pieces, right? Oh, thank you, Joan and Vicky. I try my best. Okay, so there is another piece, right? I'm not sure if you guys have seen. It's a purple color piece with owls. Purple color piece with owls. Have you guys seen it? Next time when I'm in Singapore, I'll show it to you. Condition is not tip top, okay? But it's such a collector's piece. It's going to be like Jane Birkin's Birkin. Okay, like it is mangled. You can see patches of glue where the sticker has been, but it's going to be worth something because it just cannot be found, right? Between the white one and the Dalmatian, which one would I choose? Now the Dalmatian is the dots is named after the dog, right? The Dalmatian. So which one will I pick? Wow, it will depend on the style, Ramash. It will depend on the style and the price. It will depend on the style and the price. Okay, so you will be able to tell how good a price it is. So for you to collect, right? So the Dalmatian is a kind of the leather. It's a Birkin. What size is the Birkin? What size is the Birkin? What size is the Birkin? Tell me. Tell me what kind of size are we looking at for the Birkin, right? And also tell me, like, are you going to use it? Are you going to use it, or are you going to keep it, or are you going to, like, which one would you enjoy using more at the end of the day? I think that will help. So it's a Birkin 30. Okay, let me just think about this, okay? If it's a 30, are you going to use it? Yes, if you use it, right? If you use it, right, then and you want to use it a little bit more often than the 30. The 30 will make sense, isn't it? Because the 30 will be something that you use more often. But if you want that wow piece to collect and maybe the increase in value wise, the dark horse factor, I like to call it, the dark horse factor, right? Then the Kelly 20, okay? Because so far, right, with the newer Kelly 20s, it looks nothing like these vintage Kelly 20s. I think this vintage Kelly 20s will still be very, very collectible in the next few decades to come, right? So value-wise, or you know, it being a dark horse, you never know how much that price can increase, because the vintage right now is still going stronger in resale prices than your current Kelly 20. That means a lot, right? That means a lot, I feel. Okay, so it's up to you. Again, it's the ball is in your court. What kind of a collector do you want to be? Right, so ultimately, right, if you ask me whether finding a Dalmatian is easier or finding a Kelly 20 vintage with the clothes is easier, I'm going to tell you that Dalmatian might be easier to find. The Dalmatian might be easier to find. It's just what size or what style it is, right? But so far, there are only 2 series. There are only 2 times that Hermes came out with the clout, which is the little embellishments. Only twice. One is the current, right? And the other one is that vintage. And then no more. Okay? So chances are a little bit lower when it comes to that. So different strokes for different folks. It depends on, like, everybody has different risk appetites. Everybody has different investment strategies. So it's up to you, right? It's up to you which one you are most comfortable with. That's the most important. And sometimes, to be honest, right, it really does depend on how much you want to spend at that point of time as well. That also plays a factor. All right, Ramash. Now, this is the next bag that I really want to showcase. Besides that insanely rare pleated satin piece, is this one, which is the ostrich shoulder mini Kelly. Right, so mini Kelly, right, it's either you get the top handle vintage or you get the shoulder version. And this is going to be a black ostrich gold hardware piece. Black ostrich gold hardware. You know what, with this one, right, the last time I sold this, I got a big earful. So whether or not I'll still be with LP depends on how I price this. Okay, so this is going to be your mini Kelly, shoulder Kelly, right? And this is black ostrich gold hardware. So this piece is going to be at 21,800 pounds. 21,800 pounds. All right, 21,800 pounds. Now I'm going to tell you how silly it is. It's because it is not just an exotic leather piece. It's black with gold hardware, right? And also, you are getting this piece at the same price as what you would pay for a current Kelly 20 without it being an ostrich piece. Okay, and like I said again, all these vintage pieces, especially the vintage Kelly 20s, are going for higher prices than your newer Kelly 20s. All right, so this is the reason why. This is the reason why. Okay, capacity wise, right? Capacity wise, this is good. Right? So Kelly 20, the newer Kelly 20s, you have to struggle a little bit. Do I bring this phone? You have to consider very carefully, do I have space for my compact powder? That is how small the new Kelly 20 is, right? Well, it gets all the wow, it gets all the eyeballs for sure, right? But functionality wise, right, the vintage ones is just unrivaled. So therefore the value is just there, right? It will remain there. It's a usable size, right, that you can actually put your phone and don't need to consider whether I have space for compact. You can put your compact powder, you can put your lipstick, you can put even a small O case inside. Okay, so I would say that these are pieces that you consider. Alright, ladies, I'm going to go back in the lights, please. Okay, sure, of course. I'll go to the lights with the pieces. So this one has, this is your black ostrich. It's your black ostrich, and I'm going to show you, okay? The last time this client bought from me, right, we actually figured out a way on how to use it as a top handle bag. So it's almost like you get your exotic Kelly pochette, right, or vintage Kelly 20s all rolled into one. All right, so the light, it's very good to have the daylight on my side, right? So I'm going to show this to you. So look at the this one has got very beautifully hammered quills, right? Because all these are hand hammered. Okay, every single quill is being hand hammered down, right, individually, which is why maybe different craftsmen, right, different same techniques but different strengths, right, might give you a different look on every single piece. That's what's so unique about all these artisan made products, right? Can you see? Like this, maybe it's the color, but can you see the quills are actually very well hammered down? This one is a little bit flatter. The quills are a little bit flatter than the Etrusque Kelly that I've just shown you. Okay, so can you see? Now this is a perfect example of how Hermes places their They're ostrich. So all the important dots, right, are in the front and the back. Right, then the sides, you get a little bit flatter, like a little bit less dotty. A little bit less dotty, if that's a word. Right, so black, Go Hardware. Now let's look at the base. Beautiful. Right, so there you go. This is the vintage style. This one does fit your iPhone. This one does fit your iPhone. I mean, I can't say that about the newer Kelly 20, right? But this one does. But I know, like, bringing the new Kelly 20 out always gets a lot of compliments, right? But if you talk about wearability and rarity, right, this one is unrivaled. So it's going to be the same price as the new mini Kelly, not going to lie, right? So the strap is long enough for you to crossbody sling, right, or shoulder carry, right? But if you want to wear it as a handbag, top handbag, right, we have tried it for style, right? So I know it's a little bit unconventional, but you know, the possibility is there. So you tuck in the chain, tuck in the strap. No problem at all. This is what we are here for. It's not every day that we get pieces like that to work with, right? So if you want, right, you can always hold it this way as a top handbag. Tuck in the strap, hold it this way. You get the Kelly pochette come mini Kelly look, right? All rolled into one. So talk about capacity wise, right? This is the same capacity as your Kelly pochette. Why Kelly pochette is getting more and more popular, right, than the mini Kellys, harder to get now if you realize, is because of the capacity, right? So sometimes the feedback that we get is I want to look for a Kelly pochette because I have my mini Kelly, but I find that the pochette you'll be able to put a little bit more, right? So that's the feedback, which is why mini Kellys, Kelly pochettes are high now. Okay, so I am going to go with, yes, you can definitely fit more in a pochette, right, Vicky? Which is why, right, I'm telling you that the prices for the Kelly pochettes are just higher. Getting higher and higher and higher. Right, sorry, I'm just trying to get onto Instagram, right? There you go. Okay. All right. Right, so now let's get back to some of our mainstream bags, right? So before we start being a crazy collector, there are bags that you use all the time. Okay, so those of you who are on Instagram, hello, please come join me at luxurypromise.com. Right, hop onto the website because I cannot see your comments here. Right, so before it all gets crazy, right, we all need a staple 35, right? As what Nina would tell you, we all need that staple Birkin 35. Right, so this is your ultimate workhorse piece, your black with gold hardware. Now, if you are black with palladium hardware girl, we have you covered as well. But historically wise, I mean, black with gold hardware tend to be more popular than black with palladium, but palladium is rising right now. Like more and more, we see more and more people looking for palladium pieces. For me, I'm a palladium fan, so most of my 35s are palladiums, but there is a vintage 12 Birkin 35 that I will never part with, and unfortunately, I only could get it at the right price point, my budget then, with gold hardware. Other than that, I collect mostly palladium hardware pieces. But if you are a gold hardware person, this piece is really, really at an amazing price point. Okay, so this is going to be your 8,200 pounds. 8,200 pounds. It's not going to be a leather that you are very, very used to. I can hear Vivian at the back, I think, telling me what? Okay, 8,200 pounds for this. So this is at a price point whereby you will match everything that you want to wear it with, and it will also be at a price point where you just is able to use it, because it is lower, technically costs lower than what you can get a Chanel Classic flat for, right? But you get a Birkin that you can use all the time, every day. Black, classic black with gold hardware. All right, so this is going to be your Gulliver leather piece. Jasper, I'm not sure if this is ready, but I don't think so. But anyways, I'm just going to show you close up. This is a Gulliver leather piece, right? I just want you to be able to see, understand, right? And also look at the leather close up, right? So this one is always mistaken for Swift leather. This leather is always mistaken for Swift leather, right? But Swift leather is a little bit flatter, less grainy, but Gulliver leather has a little bit more grains, right? The more grains it is, the more scratch resistant it's going to be, okay? Which is why Gulliver leather is a very good in-between, like your Evercolor and your Swift. So this one is the vintage Evercolor, the Gulliver, right? So this Gulliver leather is used in your Kelly dolls, right? Your famous Kelly dolls is made of mostly made of Gulliver leather, right? So it gets that lovely shine, right? It gets that lovely shine, but still that durability, right? So 8,200 pounds plus a gemstone, the cut of your choice. Okay, so just to let you know, so last 2 shows in Japan, right? Hopefully you guys will find a bag of your dreams at a price that you can't resist. So poetic. Okay, so if you guys are interested to see like what's the difference between Swift leather and this Gulliver leather, please let me know, because I don't want to be one of those crazy bag lady, literally, when it comes to talking about leathers. I'm sure I'm boring Jasper to death. By the way, Jasper, do you mind pinning up my details? Do you mind pinning up my details, Jasper, so that we can get people to WhatsApp me in case they want to look for anything else. Okay, so I have this new in, which is my Brita Bragg. I think Jasper fell asleep. He's like, oh my god, this woman, on and on. Right, so that's my number, that's my email, and my handle for my IG is literally that crazy bag lady. That's what I am, that crazy bag lady. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna do this Brita Bragg next. Okay, I'm not sure if it's up, right? It's 90281414, 90281414. Okay, this is really cute. What can I say? Right, so this comes with a little horse in the embroidered horse in the center, right? The cabriolet, right? And it's not just cute, it's functional, right? And I love that the handles is a darker color, so that when you handle it, right, when you're holding it by the handle, you don't need to worry so much about dirt and all. Using it like that is already very cute and pretty, right? So this is a little bit more for like your weekends or something casual, but this is going to be your ultimate Hermes bag insert for your Birkin 35. Okay, this is going to be your ultimate bag insert for your Birkin 35. Okay, so if you put this inside your Birkin 35, it's going to make sure that it stays a little bit more structured. It cannot fit into a Birkin 30. This piece, Jasper, will be 850 pounds. 850 pounds, Jasper. Thank you so much for asking, right? So this is going to be one of those pieces where you can put inside your Birkin 35 as an insert, right? You can put your stuff inside and then maybe take it out for lunch, right? But this one has got all the beautiful details. Like this is pristine, like this is unused. Okay, 850 pounds, 1,143 US dollars. This is a this is a GM size, okay, unused. Can you see this one? This one is the stirrup, right? Can you see? It's shaped like the stirrup which is like it is great significance to Hermes because this brings them back to their equestrian heritage. Okay, so I think these little details are so cute. Now, this GM bag is this GM pouch can be made into a bag, right? Which is why it is so popular. So from Amazon, right, you can get a little hook here, right? There's a strap that you can buy specially for the bric-a-brac, right? It comes with a D-ring right here. Right? And a leather part, canvas or leather ring that clips on here, attached to a D-ring. So you can use it as a little, like a casual crossbody sling bag. Right? If you don't want to hand carry, you can use it as a bag. You can use it as a bag insert. Well, the possibility here is endless, and we love endless possibilities because that would just mean that you will use it more, and the cost per wear will make much more sense. Okay, so I'm going to also go through these two bags for you, right? So I have a new in Pikatan 18. Right, I have a Pikatan 22 here and a Pikatan 18, both in fantastic colors, right? Which is why I want to show you this. Okay, let me put this aside. Is that the only breed of bread looking for a darker color, not pink, not orange? Let me search, okay? Give me a while. Just one more maybe. I'm sorry, just one more, Vivian. Just one more. It's not any darker, but it's slightly darker. This one is your grayish tone. I'm gonna compare this with this. So this is going to be your this is suitable for your Birkin 30. This is suitable for your Birkin 30 or Birkin 35. Alright, so similar colorway. I'm so sorry, I might not have a darker color that you're looking for, but I can try to find it for you, Vivian. I might have it in Singapore, you never know, right? But I'll keep a lookout and include it on my show. But if this is okay for you, we can do a good price for this one. If this kind of colorway, a little bit more grayish. Okay, let me know if this is okay for you. All right, this is going to be your Yes, this is the classic H one. The one with the one with the little horsey is a little bit more fun. All right, so this is going to be at your 700. I know I'm trying really hard, but it's going to be at best 718 pounds. 718 pounds. Let me try if I can make it a quote. No, I can't make it 700. That's how lean it is. Right, I can't even make it 700. It has to be 718 pounds. Okay, 718 pounds. Right, so let me know. So if you get this one, Vivian, it is going to come with either, you can choose, okay? Do you want free shipping or you want a gem? Do you want free shipping or do you want a gem? I'll get the gem. Okay? Because it's only fair, right? It is supposed to be a sale show. Sale. Great prices, great deals. Alright, so that's that, right? Let me know. And then I have this piece, which is going to be Okay, so this is going to be at your 2,750. 2,750. This is a new in, right? So Vivian, let me know if that works for you. But this is a new in piece. Picotan 18 comes with lock and key, right? So this is your beautiful, like a dark blue nude kind of color. Blue nude, right? I mean, I'm so used to my big huge Picotan. That this one suddenly seems so cute and mini, right? So Picotan is a really popular bag in Asia. So every lady is seen touting it, right? So it is it can be a hand carry bag for this, right? So this Picotan 18 cannot be slung on the shoulder, but you can carry it on your the crook of your arm. If you're looking for something that you might be able to shoulder carry in the summer, then a 22 will be the next smaller size. But to make it sling comfortably, use the one that I'm wearing. It's a 28. All right, so ladies, this is going to be at 2,750 pounds. 2,750 pounds. Blue nude, really good condition piece, right? And also a dark blue color that is perfect for like daily use, right? So you do not need to worry about stains, etc. Okay, right? So hello everyone. Anything that you guys are looking for, please tell me, right? If not, I'm like just showing you everything that I like. Does that work? All right, so this is a Soch piece, Soch or sage. So it has got like that beautiful like grayish green color. Do you guys know this color called Vert Almond? Vert Almond, right? So Vert Almond is like a darker color of this sage, right? So if you like a lighter greenish gray colorway, right? This is going to be a very perfect piece, right? So hello guys, talk to me. Is there anything that you want to see? So why do I say that in summer you can actually sling this on your shoulder is because during winter, right, you have your thicker jackets and your coats. You cannot be slinging this on your shoulder. But if you're wearing something lighter like t-shirt or just a plain shirt, right, this one actually does can you see? There's a little bit of space. So this one you can actually shoulder carry it as well if you want like hands-free moment. I know, but the style of it is actually a hand carry bag, like on the crook of your arms. But I would love that option, and this is the option, right? So 18 you cannot, 22 you can. Perfect will be your 28. I'm gonna show you my 28. It's so heavy. I packed everything inside, right? So this is a 22. Mini Evelyn's, sure. ZR. I'm gonna show that some mini Evelyn's to you, okay? So I packed everything inside. So a 28. This is a Picotan 28. This would be perfect as a big tote. But so heavy. I have so many things inside. So this is how it's going to work. This is a 28. Then you have the 32, which I've shown you in Sage or Soch. And then you have got that 18, which is really cute. Kelly 22, Salia in brick. Joan, yes, of course. That was a bag I have. Let me look for the Kelly 20, the mini Evelyn. And then the brick. let me check for the mini Evelyn. I'm so sorry, I don't seem to have mini Evelyns here. Right, ZR, I don't have any mini Evelyns here, but I will have a lot of mini Evelyns in Singapore. Right, so I'm going to show it to you on my next show, okay? I'll try my best to show it to you on the next show. ZR, if you're still here, can you tell me a rough, like a color range, please? Can you tell me a rough color range? If you have a color range or a price range, can you please let me know so that I can curate better, so that I can include it in my next show when I'm back in Singapore. Please do that. Right, you can share it with us here, or you can choose to WhatsApp me, which again Jasper will pin up my WhatsApp number. Okay, and Joan, are we talking about this piece? Brick 32 Celia. I had this bag. I had this exact bag. Alright, I don't know if you guys have heard that story about me and my brick Kelly. Me and my brick Kelly. It always brings back good memories. It was the last few times that, I think it was the last time that Anna traveled with me to Japan. Okay, so I had this exact bag, okay, and I was with Anna and we were in Japan, right? I still remember it was our first time visiting one of the vendors, first time. And then you know what, right? We apparently, I mean the address is here. ZR, if you're here, just type out, okay, color and price range that you're looking for. Right, so you know they go by the address is in Japanese, right? But then of course we don't know anything, so we just gave him the postal code, right? Because we don't know the address in Japanese, it's in English and we couldn't translate. Right, so we actually gave the guy, the driver, the postal code, and then he dropped us somewhere which is residential. It was raining, it was crazy cold, and you know we are two Asian chicks, right? No, not chicks, chicken. we're two Asian girls, right? And we are just in the blistering cold, and we don't do well in cold. It was raining, it was cold, the coats were thick, and then I was like carrying the bag and I was like, oh, it's too cold, I can't. And then she's like, okay, we have this like a poncho, like a recycle bag poncho kind of thing, and she's like, hey, let me cover myself. And I was like, no, please, the bag is boxed. We need to like cover it. We need to you know, use the poncho to cover the bag. Like, and then she was like, why you like this? She's like, why are you like this? I'm your friend. And then I was like, no, you can get wet, okay? You can dry yourself, right? But my bag, the minute it's wet and then it blisters, right? It can't save itself, right? You're self-healing. So let my bag have the poncho. So this is the story of the brick Kelly. So now she's like, now I know how much our friendship is worth. One brick Kelly and a rain away. Any color at around 2K pounds, right? Okay, I'll try. Close to 2K, is it okay? Because on the general average, I'm going to tell you ZR, if you're talking about color wise, right, it will be I'm going to give you at the 2000 to 2005 kind of price range, but 2005, I mean 2000 is a little bit hard, but I will try, okay? But around there, okay? Be prepared. 2000 to 2005. What is your max? Like 2004, okay? Right? Try that. Right, John? I told her, I was like, hey, you know, you can dry yourself, you can heal, you know, whatever it is, you know, it's fine. But then the bag cannot. And that was when, right, that was exactly when I realized that your your box Kelly is not that bad. Right? You cover the coat. You know, the coat is not for us, the coat is for our bag. Like, seriously. All right, so that is when I knew, right, that box, right, is not exactly as scary as you think it is, right? So don't worry about it. It's not as scary as what you think it is. Those I mean, whatever that I have, right, I read online or I studied it, but that's what the book tells you. Okay, box have to be careful with water or oils, please, because box is very delicate. The minute the water touches it, it will blister, and then it will start, like, you know, it will look like the top of the leather will deteriorate. And I was like, I was scared. I was like, oh my god, my box, my bag. And then I had only one poncho. I was like, okay, no, it's the bag. And then I was like, please, quick, get the she said you have to walk. I was like, no, I'm not walking, please, quick, get an Uber or something, you know, that kind of thing. So I think, right, then after that, when I went, it got a little wet. I'm not gonna lie, okay, it got wet. Because even in that rain, even the poncho was not enough, so it got wet, and I was like panicking. I was like, do you have hair dryer, do you have anything? But actually it was fine. All I did was to wipe it off, right? It was perfectly fine. We didn't even need a hair dryer. There was not a single blister. So don't be scared. It's not as bad as what you think. It survived the rainstorm and blistering cold, right? It's the exact same bag. In fact, this is in a better condition than what I had. Okay, so this is going to be today, right? Let's see what kind of insane price. I had the price. It starts with 7, which is insane already as it is. It's going to be 7,300 pounds. Okay, it's going to be 7,300 pounds. Brick. Now, the reason why I love this color, right, the reason why I decided to take the plunge, one, is because of the price point, right? Same specs, Cellier Kelly 32. And I love Cellier, right? And the third is because I like this kind of color that is a little bit like, it's between brown and red. It's between brown and red, right? Brown and red. So it is an interesting color. Like, it is a classic color that, you know, gives you that very vintage feel. So when you carry this kind of vintage bags, right, you want to get a color that actually showcases its vintage, right? Showcases its vintage, right? So these are kind of specs that when you walk out, right, you look like old money, right? You look like old money, right? Because these are the bags that are so uniquely vintage. You can tell by one look, right? Of course, the hooks and all will tell you, but one look, you know, it's like you get that vintage, heritage kind of Kelly look. All right, this is what I imagine that Grace Kelly would love. Right, the namesake of the bag. Right, so the year for this, right, is going to be your X in a circle. Right, X in a circle. I'm just going to do a quick check. I'm sorry. You know what? In my brains, right, I'm very, very bad with numbers. So the years that I can remember onwards, right, is the year that I started to resell bags, and that was 2010. So my memory only goes from 2010 onwards. So other than that, right, I have to check. So this is your, did I say X? God, girl. X. 1994. 1994. All right, but again, I'm going to tell you, please don't be afraid. Don't be scared of the vintage, because like I said, right, if it survived, right, 1994, okay, what's the math? 1994, 2025. What's the year? How old is this bag? Like 30 years. Is it 30 years? Right? So if it survived a few decades and it still ends up looking like this, it has its secret, right? And it ain't going to tell you, okay? But it's not going to age any much more. So don't worry. I mean, 30 years looking like this, it's not going to collapse the last year of its life, right? I think, right? So these are the pieces. You can actually see how it ages, or it has aged, right? You can see how it looks like right now, and you can imagine, even if you give it another 30 years, like it's going to have a few more scratches, right? It's going to have a few more scratches, but the structure will be there, right? The structure will be there. The shiny leather will be there, right? And that's one thing about Cellier. So Cellier will never sag. So if you're looking for that like pristine, like sharp edges, this is going to be good, right? So corner, right? I see a little bit. Can you see a little line right here? But it's not a scarf. That's one, right? Two, there's nothing here, right? And then three, nothing here as well. Okay, four. Okay, so there are parts like that, right, that you can actually see the way when I rub it, it will get a little bit lighter. Can you see? Okay, so this is a self-healing bag. So, you know, if you are tenacious enough, you give it a little love, right? The marks or the scratches will even out sometimes. All right? Just I'm going to tell you that box leather is not for the faint-hearted. So corner wears wise, I think it's fine. It's totally good, Joan, right? So like I said, it's not for those of you who want it to maintain, right? Nat, 30 years, guys, 30 years. She has a secret she's not telling us. I want that. Right, but look, 30 years old, and it is not going to become any worse. Right, so the places to look out for, right, Joan, when you are looking for this kind of vintage Kelly, is around this area, because these are the areas, right, that will be opening and closing, right? Now, Nat, if you know wines, right, if you talk about wines, not all wines can be kept as vintages, right, and those collapse. Or those turn into vinegar before we can enjoy it. But this one is one fine wine. Don't you agree? So over here, you can see opening and closing part, right? Yes! My husband's birthday is coming up in a week. Maybe I should buy for him, for me. Perfect idea, Joan. This is the best, you know? I always tell my husband, I'm going to just tell you what I always say to him. You know, what do you want for your birthday? You want your wife to be happy, right? Happy wife, happy life. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy myself something and make myself really, really happy, right? So this will give you a good life. What can be a better birthday present than that? He rolls his eyes, right? My husband same, right? Rolls his eyes, he laughs, but in the end, I still get the bag, so it's fine. Right? He will know he has had enough of me. Right, so over here, but I tell you, tomorrow when I see him at the airport, right, he's still going to be smiling, right? Because he's happy that his wife is happy. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, right? So if there are no cracks over here, there are no cracks here, no cracks here, then you are safe. Okay, because at this point of time, if the cracks have not shown, this is not going to be a dry piece of leather. Okay, so all in all, I would say just go for this, because I don't see any problem areas. So well, Joan's husband, do you want her to be happy? Do you want to be happy? That's the most important thing. Do you want to be happy? Right? We're going to make you very, very happy. How much will you pay for happiness? I'm going to sell it to you at a steal. I'm going to sell you the happiness at a steal. Okay? And it might not come again. The next time that happiness knocks on your door, it might cost maybe £4,000 more. I'm not lying. I'm serious, I can show you. Oh my god, we crazy. She's gonna be in her brain, she's like this crazy do? She'll be like, is that what you do? Is this what you're watching all the time? Oh my god, he's going to like restrict your screen time. Oh, thank you, Nat. I'm gonna check that out. Okay, so usually I use Colonial. It works for me, and I love it. I love it to bits. And then there's this brand from Singapore that I use as well. I'm going to introduce you guys next, because well, I have I love cleaning the bags for sure, right? Restoring them to their former glory. Right, so he wants to tell, he's telling me get don't worry, we've got you. I'm giving, well, it's better here than anywhere else, tell him, John. Really. You know what? You know what I can do for you? Look, okay? Look, Joan's husband. What's his name, by the way, Joan? Joan's husband. Right? As a birthday gift for you, right? I'm going to make you spend a bit lesser. I'm going to give you £100 off for this, okay? £100 for this. I'm going to sing you a birthday song, although my singing is terrible. And I'm going to make your wife, I'm going to make your wife even happier. I'm going to make your wife even happier. Alright? I'm going to make your wife even happier. I'm going to give her a gemstone. Right? I'm going to give her a gemstone. Right? She's going to be even happier. Is that Dan? Dan? Oh. I know a Dan. Right, so she is going to be ultra happy. And this happiness, like every time she looks at her finger, even if she doesn't have a bag with her, she looks at her finger, she's like, oh my god, my husband loves me. Yeah, he got something for me for his birthday. You know? So, you get a gem, you're gonna get £100 off. You better not know him. The Dan that I know is in Singapore. So and you know what? His wife also shops with us. Right, so anyways, this I'm gonna make you even happier. Okay, I'm gonna make your wife even happier, which then will in turn make you happier. So if you spend £100 lesser for happiness, why would you not do it? You're spending £100 less, you're getting a big gemstone for your wife, and then you'll be a happier man. Why not? Like, why not then? This is not even girl math, this is math. Okay, this is math. Math at its best. So that will bring this to £7,200. That will bring it down to £7,200 plus a gem. Okay, BK, right? So this is going to be £7,200 plus a gem and a birthday song, right? For the birthday man. Dan the man. Dan the man. Right? And it's going to come with its vintage orange flannel dust bag, the lock key clochette, and the strap. Okay? This is a 32. Kelly 32. I've used this bag personally, this exact same bag, exact same specs. I'm going to tell you it's a very user-friendly bag. Right? So it's an everyday bag. It's a good everyday size. You cannot, well, for a Kelly 35, unless you want to put a laptop inside, I wouldn't really recommend a 35 because it is it's a little bit too big for our frame sometimes, right? So 32 Celia is the best. Jasper's price. Jasper's price is for something else, I think. Jasper's price is for something else. Me too. £2,750. What can you buy? What do you do, Jasper? It's going to come out from your paycheck. Right, so this is going to be at your £7,200. Okay, extant from the year 1995. I'm going to give you the SKU for this, Jasper, okay? Don't change the price though. 90274409. 90274409. 90274409. All right, Dan the man, the birthday boy. What say you? Dan, I'm gonna make you a deal, okay? Tell me what is the best price you would pay for your happiness. I know this is a trick question, okay? This is a trap, Dan. You can either choose to pay £7,200, or you can tell me your price for happiness. Oh my god, my husband would tell me. My husband would be the one warning you, this is a trap, man. Don't go there, Dan. Please don't. Don't. Right, Dan, is there a price? Is there a price for that happiness? That comes... Okay, I'm going to take away the birthday song, but... Is there a happiness for it? That was the original price, by the way. That's a happiness. That was the price, by the way. £7,000 for happiness. That's your price? Okay, I'm gonna use my calculator. Okay, I'm gonna try that magic for your birthday then, for your happiness. For your happiness. I need to give you my husband's number. I'm gonna give you my husband's number. Okay? This is really tough. Okay. Dan, I'm not gonna lie. It is difficult. Alright, so Dan, can we close this at £7,100? Can we meet in the middle? I'm literally skinning everything. Down. Okay? £7,100. We meet in the middle. You still get the gem, half the birthday song, and a lifetime of happiness. Oh my god! I need to get my husband to watch it. He has so much to say. He'll be like, oh my god, you! He will tell you to take it. He will tell you to, Dan, go for it, man, Dan. He'll be like, Dan, go for it. Just go for it, please. Do that. £7,100. We're gonna change that for you, okay? We're gonna change that for you. We're gonna change to that for you. Right? Dust bag, lock, key, clochette. He's gonna limit your screen time next, John. Right? And Jasper, don't put out my number. Jasper, don't pin out my number. Right? I'm gonna have some nasty messages coming inside. Oh my god, stop speaking to my wife. Right? So I have lock, key, clochette, the strap, and the dust bag. Of course, that lovely Kelly. Dan's happiness inside. Oh my god, this is so funny. This is so fun. Right, I'm gonna give you a a chance to walk away with a gem. Right, so I have this piece. Do you want a big one or something which are deep? Give you the same view. Okay, we have Right, Dan's happiness inside. Yes. May you be, I mean, it's going to be a lifetime of happiness. I can imagine his face. He'll be like, it's my husband's face. All the time. Yes! I'm serious, this line I have used countless times. He wants a guarantee. Joan, we're gonna have a private conversation when it comes to that, okay? I'll teach you. Oh, it comes with a guarantee card. Luxury promise warranty. I tell my husband all the time, this is not an old thing, right? I always tell him, you know, for Christmas, for birthday, I'm like, for Christmas, right? You know, I'm gonna give you your happiness. Okay? And this time around, your happiness comes in the form of a ring. Okay? So every time I look at this ring, I'll be like, oh my God, I have to be nicer to my husband, right? Because he bought me this, he really loves me, right? When I want to bring him all the happiness, right? So, you know, that's the way it works. That's the way it works. Okay, we are the same. We're the same. I'm not kidding you. If my husband is here, he will attest to that. He's like, this crazy woman. Yeah. Then he rolls his eyes like, yeah, every year also the same. Every year also the same. I say, yeah, what? It's like COE. You know COE? COE is like your car. For us, it's a entitlement certificate to own a car or to drive a car in Singapore. I was like, even your COE, you have to renew, right? Right? So happiness is the same thing. You have to renew it. Right? So sometimes you renew it, but this is the start of it. Right? This is the start of it. This is going to last you for a long, long time. Okay? Think about it. So yeah, you're always right. Everything you say is right. Say, yeah. Oh my God, all the bad things. Okay, so I'm going to make it Dan. It's your birthday, okay? Happy birthday to you. I'm going to give you something to elongate that happiness, right? This is a tutu present. Tutu present. Okay? Look, these are the size of my eyes. Right? It's going to bring you lots of happiness. Right? You have the teardrop, which is the pear shape, which is a whopping 36 carats worth of birthday wishes. And you have got 39.4 carats of that oval. And you have another 32 carats, 32.3 carats of cushion. Right, Nat? Send your husband my way, okay? The next time when his birthday is coming, you should all try that. Try it. When your husband's birthday is coming, it's like, oh, you know, happy birthday. Let me give you a very, very special gift. Right? So, Jasper, would you mind changing the price for us, please? Right? So the price is going to be Dan's birthday price. £7,100. Happy birthday to Dan. Oh, yes, I know. Cushion cards, right? And it's his birthday. He's making a very, very good choice, right? This is another good choice you made in life. First one was to marry Joan. Let's face it. Second one is to buy her that happiness. On your birthday, you are a big, big man. Okay? And then choosing this is great. All right, congratulations. Happy birthday to you, Joan. Happy birthday to you, Dan, and congratulations to you, Joan. Right? That's what, you know, this doesn't come from me. This is me. This is me listening to my husband every time when he wants to, like, you know, he wants to get me to go on to his he gets me to attend functions with him, right? For his work. And then he will be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, this is my wife. She's one of the best decisions I've made in my life. I'm like, okay, right. Okay, right. What do you want from me? And then he'll be like, you know, she's very nice. She buys her own bags. Right? She buys her own bags and her own accessories, and you know, so because that's my job, right? And you know, he knows that. He say you will get the better deal, so you buy lah. You buy. You can claim from me, but that it doesn't come back. It doesn't come back. Right? So I have to cheat. I have to cheat in other ways. So usually I get him to buy me watches, so I don't need to pay. But congratulations, John, and happy birthday, Dan. Right, and the cushion is going to be 32.3 carats of cushion cut blue topaz. Congrats! Oh my god, Dan, your birthday wish came through. I literally saw the order just came in. Congratulations, Dan. I will send you your happiness in a parcel really, really quickly. Right? Thank you, Nat. It is so fun. Right. He checked out via me. It was his wish. You know, Joan, we take it. Okay? Take the win. Right? And assure him that his happiness will come in a package by DHL. Right? Open with care. And make sure he's there when you open it, okay? Right? It is fantastic. Ladies, best deal. And Joan, thank you so much for asking to see it. Right, so any more husbands out there? Any more birthdays? Any more husbands out there? Right? Oh my god, this is one show that I wish my husband was watching. He will contact you then. He'll be like, oh my god, I need to talk to this dude. Yes. Right. Also you must remember, okay, Dan. Right? Happiness you have to renew. So it doesn't stop at 1 year. You have to renew. Okay, I can imagine he's walking away right now. He's like, oh my god, I can't deal. I just can't. Dan, have the happiest birthday. Truly. Once a month, Joan, we have to be reasonable. Although I've seen once a month, but you have to be reasonable, okay? Once half a year. Once half a year, how do you think? Oh, thank you, Dan. Happiest birthday to you. Sell him something else. What would he like to have? He already got the most important thing, which is his happiness. His happiness is everything, trust me. Right? I recently, right, I'm not kidding, right? I recently just saw the Feng Shui master, right? It was he came over to our house and he told my husband, he said, you know, I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? All these the luck, the feng shui of the house and the luck of the husband really is really with the wife, okay? So if your wife is doing well, if your wife is happy, you will realize that everything else will work out. Right? I was like, And then he looked at me and he's like, have you paid this guy? I'm like, no. No, I didn't pay him to say that. But you know, so sometimes, right, harmony brings everything. Harmony brings happiness, and then everything else will come. Right? So, I don't know what else I can sell him. Why don't you give me a hint, Joe? Alright, why don't you give me a hint? Right, but, well, ladies, I have got, I've got 2 new ins that will be shown later, right? But if you want, I'm going to give you a first peeky peek. It's not going to be like, it's going to be rare, so it's newer, right? John, it's true. I can send you the video. Follow me on follow me on Instagram. I sent my husband that video as well. There was a video of it, but that was what we said to the master. That was what the master said. You know, Chinese, right? We believe in hang on. So Chinese, we believe that you know, your luck changes with the environment, right? And also like maybe different stages of your life. So almost every year we will see the feng shui master, usually in the beginning of the year. But this time around, it was an affinity meeting. So my husband's secondary school mate's ex-boyfriend, which is so weird, right? They met at some at a National Day event, and then they caught up, and he was like, "Oh, what are you doing now?" And he was like, "Oh, I am actually a feng shui master," and right, Denise. So I was like, "I'm actually a feng shui master, and I am one." "Oh, you mean you have not heard?" She was like, "You mean you have not heard of me?" Right, and he gave me he gave us his charges, and I was like, oh, wow. But he said, "Oh, you know what, I'm very interested to come and take a look at your place, and we can see how I can help you." So he gave some really, really good advice. So anyways, in the midst of change, right? So hopefully it'll be better. We never know, right? So the woman's happiness is everything, right? Is it because we are such troublemakers? So when we are happy, everybody else is happy? I don't know. Guys. All right, so I have sold one Kelly Elan. I only had one Kelly Elan, and I sold it on the very first couple of shows, right? And I am going to show you guys this one. Ta-da! If you have missed the last Kelly Elan, I have 2 more, right? Let me just check if I can do an equally good price. Oof. Okay, Kelly Elan. I know for those of you who have missed out on this, and you were like, do you have any more? And I was like, no, this one literally just came. It's not online yet. I have 2 colors. 2 colors. Yes, that crazy bag lady is my Instagram. I'm sorry, did I not say? Yeah, there you go. TAT crazy bag lady. That's me, that crazy bag lady, right? I want to say that I love jewels as well, right? I really want to go and take a course on gemstones. I have been reading up on them, but I feel like, you know, I want to know more. It's very, very interesting. Hello, Trudy. Hi there, Trudy. Are you here for these? Are you here for these, Trudy? Or am I eating into your time slot? Am I? No, I'm not, right? Are you on after me? Trudy! GIA has a course. Really? Is it on all the different gems? Right? Well, an interesting fact is that my father, my dad is a geologist. So he studies rocks and rock formations. So since young, right, I have these encyclopedias and these books around me and reading about like rocks and you know, the different like sediments, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, so a little bit boring, but I love to look at the pictures. Like they have all these geodites, is it right? Then like they look like eggs, and then you can see the gems inside. Not the gems, but you know, the shiny insides. And these pictures I grew up with, but I never had a chance to really study them, right? So really love that. And John, you can Dan can see my husband. and Dan, look at his happiness. Dan, look at his happiness. What can I say? Look at his happiness. Oh, doing admin stuff. Yeah, I know. He would DM him, right? Oh, by the way, my husband also my husband sells jet fuel by day, right? But he owns he co-owns a whiskey company, right? So Trudy's husband loves his whiskey, right? So Dan, if you're interested in whiskey, it's a very the taste of it is very, I heard, right? I don't know, I'm not a whiskey person, but distillery is actually in Taiwan, right? It's a Singapore brand, but the taste of it is very Japanese. So, oh my god, Dan loves whiskey. Really? Oh my. But John, I would love to give him a bottle, but unfortunately it's a pain to ship alcohol out. It's so difficult. I know, Trudy, I'm so sorry. Can I go to Australia soon? Invite me, okay? We'll do shows. I'll be your whiskey mule. Alright, so ladies, any of you interested in these pieces, they will be up on the next show, right? They'll be up on the next show. This is going to be your Etude Gold hardware. This should be your your mint. Oh, it's a Chev mint. Is the whiskey made from rice? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie, Lisa. I think it's malt. I think it's malt. Yes? I think it's malt. Right, we have to plan, Trudy. We really do. Okay, so this is the mint, and then I have this one, which is going to be your Etude. So I have two, which is dropping later. We just got them up on our website, our Shopify. So I need to look at the picture. I need to look up the prices and everything. Okay, but judging from the look of it, what is the last price that I sold the piece for? What's the last price that I sold the... Let me check. What's the last price that I sold it for? But if you guys actually if you guys ever visit Singapore or Japan, right, then just tell me and I will provide the whiskey. I'll provide the whiskey. Okay. Let me see. Who bought the Kelly to go? No, Kelly Elan, sorry, not Kelly to go. Kelly Elan. Whoa, I gave her a really good price. It was £10,900. £10,900 for the Kelly Elan. Anybody looking for similar deals? Similar. Probably got to be a little bit, just a wee bit higher. But do we have anybody interested? Yes, please come. It's going to be hot. Hot. But a cold highball will do the trick. Always. Alright? So, come. Bring the brick, Kelly, okay? Bring the brick, Kelly. Maybe we can twin. All right, so ladies, is there anything else that I can entice you guys with? Right, so I have got put aside the gems, right, and I'm going to do our last so literally anybody here. Okay, the Kelly Elans. If you are interested, I can do a very similar pricing to what I've done for the other piece that I've sold to our lovely NT. And if you think that you have missed out on that deal and that you want one, right, tell me now. Okay, Dan, I must really thank you, Dan. We have not have had so much fun. We had not have so much fun for so long. We need a husband in our mix. We need a husband in our mix, right? Somebody to tell us and see how crazy we are. Happiness in a bag. Trust us to think about that. Right? But it's so true. Right? So Dan just bought his happiness. Yeah. Okay, so anyone, please let me know. Right? These are the 2 new ins, right, that I have. And I am willing to give you guys the same deal, like similar, okay? I have to say similar because these are new ins. So similar pricing to the piece that you guys have missed. I think that was a Nata piece, right? So ladies, I still have got some gemstones left, right? I am going to I'm going to answer more questions like this. Late last night, I think I got some questions on the pieces, right? On some of the pieces, right? So I'm going to have to answer them later. But if you are looking for set jewelries like your rubies, your emeralds, your tanzanites, or your blue sapphires, I have them, right? So what do you guys think? Is there anything in particular that you want? And we saw a Bulgari ring yesterday, right? I did a good deal for this, which is your pearl earrings. Pearl earrings, right? So ear hoops. So I did a good deal for that as well. So let me know if there is anything else that you guys want to see, be it jewelry pieces or bags. Okay. If not, I'm going to give you a one last. Let's do a tour. Okay, a tour of the place. If you want Chanel's, we do have them as well. Right. I'm very sad to be leaving this museum. Right, but I'll be back for sure. But like I said, it's not every day that we get to see all these wonderful pieces like this, right? Literally, you know, when I went to study, when we went to, me and Anna is my only Singapore colleague, when we went to study for our authenticating certificates, literally we have access to more bags, right, than anywhere else, right? And oh my god, my stomach is growling. So let's look at this. I'm going to start with my Birkin 35s, which I love, right? So for myself, I kept mostly 35s because I love big bags, and they have a very chic, like a model look, you know, like your oversized supermodel tote, but Hermes style. So this is going to be your Eton. I have this one, which is your rare trench, right? Why do I say rare? Is because this colorway has a very limited series. So pieces wise, you don't get a lot. You get a lot of blue jeans around the year, throughout the years, because it's a staple blue, right, when it comes to Hermes. And then you have them in blue jean, right? It's one blue that literally has the most permutations of leathers, like different kinds of leathers is made in, right? So it's one of the most iconic blue there is in Hermes. And we have this, which is Rouge Vive, right? So Rouge Vive has got that lovely pink stitch, like If you look carefully, it looks tone on tone, but it's slightly pinkish. And then you have your Etube. We have our lime, right? This is going to be your blue indigo, which is a little bit dark blue, close to black. And then I have a really beautiful Bordeaux kind of color, which is your Rouge Ash, Rouge Hermes, which is their iconic red, right? We have Ebene, we have our golds, right? So gold with palladium. We don't have any gold with golds anymore, right? I think Vivian snagged the last gold on gold with a fantastic price tag, right? And then I have the plate, right? So you can see over there. Right, so I'm going to go with the 30s next. So if there's anything you want to see, please just stop me. For the 30s, I have this, which is your Color Matic, right? Color Matic, which is a limited series. This is the OG of the Color Matics, right? The first Color Matic combination to appear, right? And then you have your gold, again with palladium, a crazy price Birkin 30, which is in resin, right? This is resin with palladium hardware, right? And then we have your this is Grippo with gold, right? And then we have this bi-colored piece, almost like a touch, right? Like a bi-colored piece. I think this one is your indigo iris, blue obscure. This is a touch, blue obscure. Okay, blue obscure. And this is blue onk. Okay, this is blue onk, which is is spelled ENCRE, blue onk, which means blue ink. So this is literally blue ink color. It's blue but with a purple undertone. This reminds me of exams, okay? Because this is the ballpoint ink, blue ink, ballpoint blue ink color that we are so used to, the exact color. I mean, trust Hermes to come up with these names and these colors. This is the exact color of your ballpoint blue ink color. Right, and then you have this one, which is your, what's this? Gris Asphalt, right? Gris Asphalt, a perfect light gray. And then we have this Candy Collection piece, which is your pink, which is your Rose Tiran, right? The Queen of Pinks. Etube. And this is a rare piece, our Gillies. So this is going to be your Gillies Birkin 35. When you talk about rare pieces, this is one of the pieces that are rare. Okay, rare piece. And there is this piece that I think we don't usually get. Of course, your Ostrich in Parchment. And this piece we don't get. The denim Birkin 30. Denim Birkin 30 with gold hardware. So your denim and your Barenia. But unfortunately, this bag that is not in the best condition, right? So you can see that the Barenia, there is a little bit of scuffs and cracks, right? So if you want something, if you don't mind a fixer upper, this is also a good piece. Right, it's a beautiful piece, very collectible, which is why even in this condition, it still has its market, right? So you can see this is what I mean by cracks, okay? So if it's cracked like that already, then you can actually see. So like for example, your pieces, the box that I've shown you just now, Jones box, right? There are no cracks like that. Right, so when it's cracking, you can see it's very, very obvious, right? But this is a beautiful specs piece. If for somebody who can overlook its flaws, right, or its condition, I would say that this one is a really beautiful piece. And then we have our inbox collections. This is going to be your Shadow Birkins. Shadow Birkins in the blue box. There is a saying, that whatever that is in the blue box, you can rest assured that it is something that is collectible, which is which is true, right? So blue box series are those limited edition series. So the Shadow Birkin is actually a revisited piece, right? So the Shadow Birkin came out in the early 2000s and no, actually 2010s, early 2010, right? So it is very, very popular. It was a very, very short stint, just like this one, very short. And then there are a few pieces that came out, and then that's that. No more. All right, so then we have pieces like this, which is our airbags, right? Airbags, right? Different colors, right? So if you would like to see any, please let me know. I'm doing this little tour so that you guys can tell me what you want to see, okay? Right? Or if you want to see Chanel's, also let me know. I can actually put it on our next show. And we have Constance, right? Constance is the is ranked number 3 after your Birkins and Kellys. Right, so you have the Constance, and then we have some Bolides, and this is the wall of Kellys, your vintage Kellys, vintage box, vintage Kelly 20s, right? So I do have accessories as well, your Rodeos, right? I think somebody was looking for the buddy. Somebody was looking for the buddy, but I remember I had to go on a plane, so missed the buddy. Your buddy is still here waiting for you. The buddy for your bag is still here. Right, so you have like a orange, like a full, and then a sesame. Right, so I think, right, this is a small little happiness. Right, so you can buy a charm for the bag. So you get a big happiness in the form of a bag. And then after that, right, you need to get these little, off and on, you need to get these little treats. Okay? The husbands are all going to ban me, trust me. Okay, so I have smaller PM sizes, and all these are available. Oh, this is rare. Wow. Green Misty. This is a new color. So Green Misty in the Pegasus. Nice. Yeah. Halloween ready. These are petite arch pieces. So these are made from like your the leftover pieces from your Birkins and Kellys, right? So they craft them to very unique little items. They have some jewelry pieces as well, which is very beautiful, like the knotted necklaces from your leftover Twillies and things like that. So Halloween ready. So this one looks like a really beautiful, what blue is this? Turquoise. It's a turquoise blue. And then at the back you have this canopy-like color. Lydia, do you like this pumpkin? Let's see how much this pumpkin costs. Do you like the pumpkin? Right, so this leather, right? Have you guys seen this leather before? Right, so this leather is quite limited. So it has been made into bags before. Mainly Kellys. It's very, very structured leather. It's called D-grain. And it is very, very limited in series. When it comes to the bags, right, you see very, very little D-grain items. Okay, so if you like, let's see how much this costs, okay, just out of curiosity. All right, so ladies, if there's anything else, let me know, right? If not, I'm going to go off. I think Sabrina should be coming anytime soon. I think because she is on the flight here, we're all very excited to see her. The whirlwind of our CEO, the whirlwind of a CEO. She's gonna be here. It's going to be, well, I'm not gonna lie, it's going to be a little bit scary but exciting at the same time. Okay, so this piece is going to be $299. What's with my prices? $299, Lydia. Cute. Okay, this is going to be £299 for a pumpkin. So this is usually on the back. I love this kind of petite arch charm on the back, okay? Because this kind of petite arch charm on the back, right, will mean that it will not it will not harm your back like a Brelock charm or any charms with metal bits, right? So it will not harm your bag with the metal hooks or anything else. So this one is literally like charm made for the bags. Okay, so this is going to be, I mean, I was going for green on green, but I think the turquoise might look better. Ta-da! Halloween ready. Okay, how do you make your bag Halloween ready? It's through that. Okay, Vert Yucca. That's also going to be on our next upcoming show. So ladies, is there anything else that I can show you guys? Right, if not, I am going to take off and maybe have a bite, grab a drink, and I'm going to be back for my next show, which is going to be the last of our bags from here. No problem, Lydia, just let me know, right? I have another show in a few hours time, or you can WhatsApp me. You have my WhatsApp. I saw your rings, by the way, right? I saw your jewelry pieces, by the way. Love, Lydia. Good night, Joan, and good night, Dan. It's going to be a happy birthday for you. Right? And what kind of birthday present that you don't even need to get the present yet? You're already enjoying the happiness now, Dan. You are already enjoying the happiness. Like right now, Dan. Am I right? Oh my god. My husband. I can think. I can imagine his face. Okay, so right then, right, so again, ladies, thank you so much for such a fun time, like one of the most funny shows that I have been on for a long time. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys later, and have a good night. All right, maybe I'll see you in the morning. Okay, see you guys. Bye.